Curry passes to Green. Now Podziemski. To the middle. Porzingis with the block.
7'6" wingspan, sending it back. Kristaps Porzingis with the rejection.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Bounce pass, Holiday. Here's White. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Golden State's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Basket good. Butler's got 7.
This guy making his presence felt. Jimmy Butler, the ultimate competitor.
Holiday, the pass to Tatum. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Pritchard, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. 13 feet away. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Here we are, Greg, looking at early returns from these teams. It's pretty revealing.
Yeah, the first few games of the season quickly tell you what you're good at. And they tell you also what you need to work on. And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
White, good.
Derek White, fearless on the interior right there. Tremendous finish.
The Warriors trail. Here's Podziemski. No good from outside. Last outing for Golden State. They won that game against the Wizards in Washington. Here's Walsh, guarded by Green. Here's Tatum. That one doesn't go.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, last season, Draymond Green got his three-pointer going again. He said, over the years, my shot took a dive. It was in large part because I couldn't get in and out of my hips. They were messed up. It was getting my movement patterns right. Kevin, my hips haven't been the same in years, but Draymond's are good. Now they've made him tough to deal with. Back to you.
Your hips are pretty good, David. I've always said your hip. Floor spacing, always critical. Good point, B.A. They get it back. Here's Curry with the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Curry's got 6 points.
Well, the greatest shooter in the history of the game. Curry, so good from deep.
Celtics trail by 4. Here's White. Pass to Davison. It's stolen by Curry. Now the Warriors moving it up. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 8 points for him.
Well, as hard as Curry plays, to me it's an underrated aspect of his game. Gets out and gets after it in the open floor.
White, good.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Here's Curry with the 3. It doesn't go for him. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Warriors. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Kuminga out there with Moody. And it's Post in at the center. Here's White. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. They get Stephen Curry. And we talk about Derek White. Doris, how impressive has his rise been?
Kevin, it's been both impressive and sometimes feels improbable. He was not highly recruited. There were no expectations on him when he arrived in the NBA. This guy has turned himself into one of the premier defenders from the guard spot, an excellent shot blocker, and so rock steady as a ball handler on the offensive end.
Curry always finds a way, this time inside.
Excellent touch by Stephen Curry. What a smooth offensive player.
Kornet kicks to White. Pass to Craig. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Here's Holiday, and he makes good on the layup. Holiday's got his second basket.
Yeah, Drew Holiday can either receive or initiate contact. He just is so tough.
Healed from outside. Rebound Boston. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
Pass to Post. Tries to keep it alive. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Porzingis is checked in for the Celtics. Draymond Green is checked in for the Warriors. Podziemski's coming in for Buddy Hield. Kornet kicks to Holiday. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team.
Boy, you'd love to see the lift Draymond Green gets on these dunks. Once he's established, forget about it.
Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Kornet passes to Porzingis. They get it again. And Kornet gets it to go. Kornet's got his first bucket of the night.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
So both teams making some changes here. Warriors have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And now David Aldridge has an update for us on Peyton Pritchard. What's the news there, David?
Hi, guys. Well, the head athletic trainer for Boston provided some information for us. And unfortunately, it sounds pretty serious. The team was just starting to settle into its rotations. Now, next man up. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
And not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
And our hearts go out to him. The guy works so hard. His teammates love him. Coaches love him. He's going to be missed.
Peyton, good.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Tatum draws the double. Launches a 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Holiday's got the lead up to 2 now for the Celtics. Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Steps back. Out to Peyton. Back to Podziemski. Lets it go with the 3. Jason Tatum grabs the board. Tatum's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Porzingis finds Tatum. Tatum draws the double. To the paint. Here's Shireman. That shot, no good. Great tee that time from Green. Heaton inside, guarded by Tatum. Nails it from deep. Jimmy Butler.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Here's Tatum. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And it's 6 points for Jason Tatum.
Well, Jason Tatum has worked hard to fill out his frame. It's not going to bother him that you're bringing a level of physicality.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. And another 3 for Golden State. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Warriors lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Ault. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
These young fellas have been hot. Usually, I'd say it's too soon to tell much. But right now, they're balling.
And now revisiting that first half for Steph Curry, he was lights out.
He came in on a mission.
And that concludes halftime.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Curry has been sensational.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
The post pair. Tatum and Porzingis. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Walsh in at the 3, the small forward. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or 2 against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Up top, Tatum, defended by Butler. Porzingis against Green, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And when Porzingis goes to work inside, Doris, there are not a lot of answers for his side.
We know, Kevin, obviously, that post-ups become less and less a part of the game, but still an important one opportunistically. And you talk about efficiency in the post, that is Kristaps Porzingis. But not only that, the mid-range game is there, the three-point game is there, and the defense is there. Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
White with it, Butler covering. Left side, Tatum. Oh, Tatum won't be denied.
Well, you see the effectiveness of Jason Tatum in close. Don't sleep on both his strength and his length.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Outside, Butler. Back to Curry. The 3. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
And that one drops.
Oh, what a find by Drew Holiday. Such a steady presence.
Warriors trail by 5. Curry dishes to Butler. Back to Curry. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. 15 points for Stephen Curry.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
White, and it's good for 2. White's got the lead, back up to 5 now for the Celtics.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Payton drives in. He's on target from 8 feet out. Payton's got his 3rd basket of the night. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Boston. Their next game, playing at home, is the Nets coming to town. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Outside Holiday, and the 3 ball is good. Holiday's got 14 points for the game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Doris, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously, this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes. They led the league in attempts. But obviously, your two best players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They do a great job of that.
Tatum kicks to White. Outside Holiday. Shot clock at 3. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Now the Warriors moving it up. It's Curry outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance is half 5 overall.
The Celtics making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in. Jonathan Kuminga. He's checked in for Golden State. Outside White. That one is good. He's only... Missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Podziemski. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Green passes to Curry. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Curry's got 11 in the second half. Here's Walsh. It's rebounded by Kuminga. The Warriors have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And White with the stuff.
Derek White saying, it's not just the big fellas who've got some hops. I can put it down. Yes, sir.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And there's the foul. It's on Peyton Pritchard. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Warriors substitution. Post.
We've got 28 seconds left in the third. Butler feeling it out a bit. Porzingis with the block.
And with that 7'6" wingspan, Porzingis has always been a big-time shot blocker.
Walsh can't get it to go. Moody the pass to Kuminga. To the hoop, Butler. An easy 2 points on the layup. Butler's got 12 points in the game. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Moses Moody is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Post in at the 5 spot. Good on the second free throw. And we all hear talk about Jrue Holiday's defense. But you know, Doris, he is much more than that. You've said it countless times.
Kevin, this is a guy who's a tremendous rebounder for a guard, a very willing playmaker. He can carry a score. scoring burden if you need him to, but he's also willing to take a very limited number of shots. It's all about the team with him.
Here's Pritchard, defended by Moody. And Kornet gets it to go.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Credit them for not settling. I mean, they've been in attack mode off the dribble all game long, and thus far, it's paying off.
They've also made a concerted effort to get the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
And the Warriors making a change here. Podziemski's checked in.
Everyone's focused on Stephen Curry. He's focused on finding the next best shot. What a pretty pass.
Here's Kornet. And Moody pulls it down. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And the way the Celtics can attack teams, Dorothy, with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
The Celtics making a switch here. Walsh is checked in. Horford the pass to Pritchard. Here's Walsh. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
And Brandon Podziemski gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. White comes in for Pritchard. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Warriors leading. Here's Podziemski. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Outside, White. Tatum kicks to Holiday. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Holiday is a guy who, if you allow him to get hot, he will be opportunistic.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately, let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last timeout. He told them this is what it's all about, proving we're the better team in the tough situations. But you got to want it. Coach told his guys they have what it takes to win here. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David.
Well, Draymond Green in a big spot delivers with nice calmness. Go ahead, Draymond.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Holiday, the pass to Porzingis. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket.
Embrace the spotlight, KP. Delivery in a big moment for Porzingis.
Golden State's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. It's Curry outside. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Walsh. Fires for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. And now a 4-point Boston lead.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
Here's Curry, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
One of the best ever at embracing big moments. Steph up to the challenge.
Porzingis passes to Walsh. Here's Tatum. Can't cash in from close range.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
They came close there to tying it up.
Oh, he had it in his sights. He wanted it. That bucket would have been huge.
Porzingis finds Tatum. Now here's White, defended by Butler. White goes in. The Warriors pull it in. 34 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
Boy, bodying up there, making sure to get position. That's really nice rebounding technique.
Porzingis passes to Holiday. It's good.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Timeout called the Warriors. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
This is the very definition of desperation mode right now. They need a quick shot and a quick foul. Steph Curry so cool under pressure. Big moment, no matter. He's ready.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And so they foul intentionally.
Third personal foul.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though. He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a three-point lead.
A three and nothing but a three will do here.
You've got to keep your composure and execute to get a quality look from three.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
And a tough break as his second attempt at the line. No good. On the wing, Payton. It falls! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one. And they're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
At the line for 2 shots.
And no good on the second free throw. So he goes 0 for 2 there. And so it's Boston sweeping by with the win. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a night.
Thanks so much, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
cold truth. Yeah, ain't no stopping this train. Ooh. 8,000 miles, pink and blue, pink and blue. They ain't gotta read that, they don't understand smooth. Let me introduce you to the cold truth. Yeah, ain't no stopping this train. Ooh. 8,000 miles, pink and blue, pink and blue. They ain't gotta read that, they don't understand smooth. Let me introduce you to the cold truth. Cold truth. Let me introduce you to the cold truth. Cold truth. Let me introduce you to the cold truth.
Lost my all and I got it back. That's my hustle and ambition. Never lose sight on the path. I had to turn on my vision. Separate myself from them clowns. They ain't really about business. You only strong as your weakest link. So I be trying to live my universal laws in effect. When you use your mind and see you as a threat. I'm chasing money like all the youngest gone on the. When I was down bad, went missing. Pray to the Lord, I make it out the trenches. I had to grind, wasn't given. Know it's a purpose, so I move different. God chose me, he told me I'm gifted. Feel like I'm stuck in this life that I'm living. I'm trying to grind and stack to the ceiling. I had to stamp my name and my image. I stand in their chest, I hustle relentless. I gotta keep my mind on the mission.
A shot of the Celtics earlier, coming down the tunnel. They're not messing around. They're ready to get to work here at home. TGIF, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. We're bringing it to you live. In this game, we'll see the Boston Celtics going up against the Brooklyn Nets. Here with the greats, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, and Allie LaForce, our reporter. And a look at the injury situation. A lot of bodies absent for this team tonight, including a big name.
A couple injuries among their reserves and one starter out. The healthy players will have to be ready to do whatever's needed.
And the starting lineup for the Nets. They've got Williams, Cam Thomas out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then there's Johnson, and it's Sharp in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Celtics, Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Walsh in at the 3. Tip-off goes to the Celtics. And with the new season just underway, Richard, you can feel the excitement around the league.
It's one of my favorite times of the year, BA. And after all the hard work these guys put in during the offseason, now we get to see if it's paid off.
And Brooklyn with possession here, following the bucket by Boston. Basket's good.
Ooh, dancing with it. I see you, D'Angelo.
Here's Holiday. He played a great game against Golden State. And there's the drive, and he makes it on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
The 3 from Russell. Boston with a rebound. Outside Holiday. Pass to White. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. First quarter of play, a minute in. And when you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good, Richard.
Yeah, they had the 4th best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls. Shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Russell to pass to Johnson. Porzingis with the block.
You see why Porzingis is one of the best shot blockers in the league. All the length.
Pass to Walsh. Oh, from deep. Rebounded by Johnson. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. And here's Thomas over Tatum. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. It really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
Here's Walsh. Pass to Tatum. Outside Holiday. Sharp grabs the miss. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 2 from outside. And Porzingis with the block.
Great play by Porzingis. Love seeing the zinger engaged on D.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Here's Thomas. Turned in an outstanding game against Memphis. From deep three-point land. Sinks the tray. Thomas has got 5.
And he can shoot it from anywhere. That's Cam Thomas.
Here's Holiday. Yes, it's good.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
Brooklyn's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Here's Russell. The rebound, Celtics. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Brooklyn this season.
Last season, this was a surprisingly difficult matchup for them. Lost every game against this team.
Now here's Thomas. He's got 5. Outside, Williams. Releases from 15. And Thomas gets it to go on the assist from Williams. 7 points in the game.
Dangerous in the mid-range. Thomas isn't uncomfortable with that shot.
Holiday passes to Tatum. Can't connect from short range.
That's just the bucket. Look, you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss them.
Among the best in the NBA for a few years now, Jason Tatum. RJ, he's still quite young. How can he get even better?
Oh, he can just get wiser and wiser, and that's what happens with young players. They get to a physical level where they can dominate, but where they get better is mentally. They get mentally stronger as they get into these experiences more.
Here's Russell, following the bucket by Boston, and the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Sharp. Watford comes in for Williams. Johnson, he's checked in for Thomas. And it's Melton in for Russell. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And the Nets, one of a handful of franchises to have never won an NBA title, RJ.
I was fortunate to be on those Nets finals teams in 2002 and 2003. The combination of Durant, Harden, and Irving was supposed to end that drought and save this Nets franchise, but it was not to be.
Here's Porzingis. And no good. Some solid defense from Claxton. Melton outside. Outside Johnson. Goes up at the elbow. Shireman grabs a board. The Celtics have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Here's Davison.
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Johnson. To the inside, Claxton. And Claxton throws it down. And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already. And we're not even in the second half.
There's the 3. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
And just nails the 3.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Brooklyn out in front, up by 4. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Brooklyn.
Well, what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points, and their reserves delivered.
Oh, my
goodness.
How about that? Thomas is electric. He always makes things happen when he's on the floor.
Here's White. Brooklyn pulls it in. That'll be their second of 3 games total on this road trip. And here's Thomas from the arc. Horford pulls it in. Celtics trail by 6. Here's Shireman. Knocks down the long J.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul. Cornette's checked in for Peterson.
First team foul. Now into the lineup for the Celtics.
Second quarter of basketball. About a minute played so far. And there's a whistle. That goes on DeAnthony Melton. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Holiday's checked in for Boston. And since we have a moment, here are last year's most efficient scorers around the league. 5th best, Nick Claxton.
So consistent from the floor. He shot it at a great clip last season.
Holiday against Melton. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Here's White. Johnson with the defensive effort. Brooklyn leading by 3. And RJ, looking back at the in-game flopping penalties introduced last season, how do you think they worked?
Well, I didn't see many that were actually called, but as they say, it's always good to have a rule implemented in case you need it, or so I'm told.
Here's Cornette. Horford, a screen on Claxton. Here's Cornette. And he banks in the layup.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Melton. Brooklyn, no good that time either. The Celtics have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Here's Watford. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. The Nets haven't been to the conference finals since 2003. Richard, can you name someone on that team?
There was a 22-year-old dude named, I think it was Richard Jefferson, but most people have never heard of him. But seriously, the Nets have had some great players over the last 20 years. They just haven't had that same team success.
Thomas against White. And out of bounds, the Nets will take it. And here's what the schedule for Brooklyn looks like. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Monday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the New Orleans Pelicans.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
To the paint. Here's Johnson. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Johnson's got his second basket on the night. Craig with it. And Johnson picks him up defensively. Basket counts.
Well, credit to Holiday for that intelligent pass, getting the ball in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
The 3 from Russell. Boston pulls it in.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the court.
.149 left in the second. Williams from long range. And the three-pointer goes. Williams has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Tatum. Over Williams. Tatum can't hit.
How did he break that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
And Williams Williams punches it home.
Love the selfless approach from Russell. His teammates appreciate when he finds them uncovered.
Porzingis. Back to Horford. Let's go with a three. The rebound by Melton. Nets leading by 5. Russell deciding where to go with it. From the arc. Not going to go that time.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Holiday passes to Porzingis. Oh, Porzingis getting it done inside.
The ideal pick man. Porzingis has a giant frame and can roll to the hoop or pop it out and hit a J in this action.
Great open look there. And the Nets lead by 5. Boston has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Outside Tatum. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
An active scorer, whenever Tatum forces the issue and goes at the defense, they have to compromise.
Jason Tatum.
And so Tatum nails both of them. 29 seconds left in the first half. Here's Russell. And that's his 3rd bucket at 8 attempts.
Yeah, inside the paint, Russell stays so nimble, helping him get such a high percentage look.
Celtics trail by 5. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Walsh. He tries for 3. Again, the miss by Boston. Left side, Williams. It's his first trip to the line.
Team foul. At the line for the Nets.
And the first one at the line is good.
2 shots.
And Williams drops them both.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
And so we wrap up the first half. Nets out in front, up by 7. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. See you in just a bit.
32.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. It's been a bit of a challenge so far for the Boston Celtics.
Ernie, that's a lackluster performance. Lackluster effort. I mean, they didn't look sharp running their sets. They weren't cutting. They weren't hustling. Shaq, if you played in this era, you'd average 50 because guys didn't want to give the effort.
And guys, let's take a moment to recognize the top performer for each squad thus far.
These 2 guys we thought they'd bring in tonight, it has been brought, playing with no fear.
Can't forget about your team.
That's it for us.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. We've seen Cam Thomas really having a great game.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Walsh in at the 3. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. And the 2024 NBA champions, the Boston Celtics. RJ capturing banner number 18.
Yeah, the most titles in NBA history, breaking that tie that they had with the Lakers. And trust me, that one stings a little bit for them. Somehow they're going to have to make room for another one of those banners up in the rafters. The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
And taking huge strides. Porzingis really gets it going on the drive.
And the call will be against Derek White. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. First 2 foul.
Here's Williams. Seven points in the game. It's stolen by Holiday.
The defense had the pass well anticipated. They know the offense wants to get that ball inside.
Stolen by Sharp. And they're on the break. Jumps up. And Williams punches it home.
This is intelligent basketball. Forcing a turnover and then immediately starting the fast break.
And it's the 2K leaderboard. Team leaders in blocks last season. Number 1, the Celtics.
They built a reputation around the league last season. Do not test them at the rim.
Shot from 12. Porzingis finds Holiday. Pure from three-point range. Holiday's got 9.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Thomas. And a nice finish on the layup. 16 points for him.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
With the teardrop. And White lays it in.
Oh, coming out hot, hot, hot. 4 out of 4 for the field. Okay.
And you look at Derek White, Richard. The energy he plays with. It is remarkable.
That's his greatest attribute, his activity on both ends of the floor. Having a high motor is a skill. He keeps coming and tries to wear you down.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Holiday, count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
Here in the second half, their offense has been strong. Great ball movement, really working well for clean looks.
Russell against Holiday. Russell, that's good.
The crafty lefty. Russell smart around that hoop.
Pass to Walsh. Here's Holiday. The kick out to White. Ooh, here's White on the drive. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 5 assists in the game. And Russell's got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. They've led by as much as 10. And stolen by Holiday. It's White with a drive. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And put it on a platter. Holiday serving it up for his teammate.
1:49 left to play in the third. And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. He wants to review the game plan. You know, Grant, with the Nets, there was so much optimism just a few years back.
And it was just too bad to see things go south. It's a reminder that nothing is as easy as it seems in the NBA. Even with a superstar roster, things don't always work out.
Al Horford's checked in for Boston. And a change for the Nets. Melton, he's checked in for Williams. Here's Horford. Deflected. And that'll be Boston's ball as it goes out of bounds. Celtics able to keep possession here. Some changes for Brooklyn. Claxton, he's checked in for Sharp. And Watford subbed in for Thomas. And it's Tatum missing. Brooklyn leading by 5. Russell from outside. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Tatum's got rebound number 5 here tonight. White finds Porzingis. Back to White. This one for 3. Brooklyn pulls it in.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Claxton. Tatum against Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he gets the bucket. Johnson's gotten his third basket of the night.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
White for three. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
And he's been much more assertive here in the second half, getting to his spots and executing with ease.
Pass to Russell. Down low. Here's Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Good work in the pick and roll. I like it when Russell looks to distribute in these sets.
On the wing, Tatum. Horford passes to White. Right side, Porzingis. Here's Horford. Porzingis misses. And as we end the third quarter, a great game.